Hi guys, JP from FSI Panel. Welcome to this video. I will show you a new feature of FSI Panel 2024 Advanced Edition. This will allow you to save and reload your flight. So if you're flying a long haul on the 777-200ER and suddenly you want to stop flying and continue later on, or if you have a crash to desktop, or if you want to repeat an arrival, for example, then you could save your cockpit and reload it at the exact same position. So there's a couple of things to make sure. First of all, that you are not flying too high. So if I look on my MCDU here, VNAV page, you can see that my optimum cruising level right now is 374, the maximum is 410, and I'm flying at 380 at the correct speed, so that's good. The aircraft should be stable in altitude and speed, so as you can see, I'm stable, and that's about it. Now we could save and reload the flight. So I'm flying now Geneva to New York. You can see that I'm just departed Geneva here. I have a long way to New York, and what we are going to do is simply save that flight in case we have a CTD, or as I said before, if I want to finish that flight maybe tomorrow. Let's do that together. So in the cockpit, we are ready. We can check together that we are around 9 miles, approaching position send low, flight level 380, and I have 106,000 pounds of fuel. So let's start FSI Panel and save that snapshot. Okay, FSI Panel is starting. A couple of seconds later, you should see the aircraft detected. That's a 777-200ER, that's correct. And now, as you can see, we need to select an airport. It's important to do that because the snapshots are filtered based on the airport you select there. So if you're looking for a snapshot and it doesn't show in your database, it's probably because it hasn't been saved for the correct airport. So here, what I suggest you to do is put your departure airport. So we departed Geneva, and I was on runway 22. The runway doesn't really matter, but I just put it as well. And now I'm ready to take a snapshot. So what I will do, I will click take a snapshot. It's like a picture of my actual cockpit. And as you can see, I have already Geneva runway 22, and I can put here anything I want. So I will put a cruise test. And on the description, I will just put demo for YouTube. Now click save snapshot. And it's going to take around 20 seconds for FSI Panel to save the entire cockpit, and you will get a confirmation message. So we can see that we are very close now to the position send low, and 38,000 feet and around 105,000 pounds of fuel. We are waiting now for FSI Panel to give us the message that the snapshot is saved. Here we go. And now that's it. Our cockpit has been saved and we can continue our flight. So now what we will do, we will pretend that we have a CTD. So I'm going to reset the simulator in Geneva on runway 22, and let's see what happens. So let me restart the simulator. All right, so we have been unlucky and our simulator crashed. So I just reloaded it. And what I will do now is a free flight again. I will make sure I have my 777. And I was departing Geneva, so we'll select Geneva. And the runway doesn't really matter. You just want to start on the runway to make sure you have your engines running. And start flight. So now we will try to recover our Geneva, New York flight. I think we were around 46 minutes into the flight. So let's see if FSI Panel can do that. So we need to load the aircraft. So let's see. Here we go. The aircraft is here. Runway 04 doesn't really matter because we will go airborne right away. So ready to fly. And what you want to make sure is that you have the engines running. So let's see that. Engines running, fine. I have the IRS aligned. You see I don't have the correct fuel. My flaps are at 5. Doesn't really matter. We don't need to touch anything. The only thing you want to do is make sure you have the FSI Panel module open again. As you can see now, waiting for FSI Panel to be started. And here we go. So we are going to start FSI Panel. Okay, FSI Panel has started. A few seconds later, you should see the correct aircraft. That's it, PMDG 777-200ER. And Geneva has been detected, so that's good. We can go ahead. So we are going to click on the load snapshot, and we should find our snapshot. So that's the one. We click on it. We select it, and as you can see, we should be at 38,000 feet. So we are ready to move. I will click Move Aircraft and we go back into the simulator. Here, do not touch anything as I said before. FSI Panel will bring the flaps up and then will bring the aircraft in the air. You might get some low speed, high speed, master warning. Do not worry about it. Just let FSI Panel do the job. So you can see now the aircraft is moving up. It will take around 40 seconds and we will be ready to fly. So if you have warning like now, do not worry about it. As I said before, just wait for FSI Panel to work. As you can see now, we get the message here, aircraft ready. Hold your brake for 3 seconds to take control. So basically, if we look into our cockpit, we are reaching again flight level 380. We have the correct fuel and we are approaching position send low. So everything has been recovered. There is one thing you want to notice, you want to see, because we went very rapidly from basically Geneva ground to 38,000 feet. We have a delta P on the pressurization, which is above limit. This will recover after a few minutes. So do not worry about that. As you can see, they closed the outflow valve and within 5 to 6 minutes, you will have a delta P within limit. So that's fine. Now the aircraft is again in VNAV as we did when we saved the snapshot. So it might take a little while for the aircraft to recover the exact altitude. I decided to give you the control rather than waiting maybe 1 or 2 minutes until everything is settled. So now what I will do, I will hold the brake 1, 2, and 3 seconds, and I have control. So the aircraft is moving. We are stable at flight level 380, and basically we recovered our flight. If we have a look outside, the aircraft is perfectly stable, and we are on the way to New York again, and everything is back to normal. So as you can see, 11.2, so this is reducing already. So what we could do is go fast. If I want to show you how that will go back to normal, let me bring FSI Panel. And I'm just going to increase the sim rate to 4. And you will see that figure now reducing toward the correct value, which is I think 9.1. You should be back to normal, and that message, that all indication should disappear. So you see that it's going slowly. And we should be back to normal. In another video, you will have the link at the end of this video. I will show you another very nice feature of FSI Panel 2024 Advanced Edition for the 777, how you can slew forward to top of descent, for example. Now we are flying this flight, and on the next video, you'll be able to see how we can move and slew the aircraft to any waypoint that you have in your flight plan. So make sure you click the link at the end of the video to see that. Okay, so here, as you can see, we are getting slowly into the limit. So it takes a few minutes. So if you're flying long haul, doesn't really matter. And as you can see, we are going back to a normal flight. So we were able to recover everything. And if we have any CTD, now we can reload the 777. Just some consideration, do not fly too high above the ceiling of the aircraft for the weight, or it might fail because you're not supposed to fly higher than the maximum altitude that you see right there. And even this maximum here, this is really at the limit. So I would never recommend you to fly at this altitude. Fly the optimum if you can, and you'll be fine. So you see now I'm flying on the optimum altitude. Perfect. 9.1, I think we should get it back to amber. Very close to that, so probably 9.0. Yeah, 9.1. And then as soon as this is within limit, it will disappear. That's it. So let me bring back the sim rate to 1. And now the simulator, as you can see, everything is back to normal. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question or comment, please drop it in the section down below. And I see you very soon on the next video, which is how to slew forward your flight. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and see you soon. Bye-bye.